On two. Ready? Hey.
How's it going?
What is good, y'all? Welcome to interview time with the football frame of mind, man. So we got the hometown up in here, man. It's gonna be a good one, man. So, like I said, it's gonna be a fun interview. But we got somebody special, man. Our stumping grounds, long time ago, because we old now. But but we got Terrebonne head coach Tyler Lewis, man. He is awesome for giving us his time, man. Just found out he is the athletic director as well. So y'all give him some love, man. He's pulling double duty, right? Making sure Terrebonne Sports is at the top of the food chain. You feel me? You see what I did there, Brandon? Tigers, food chain, you get it? So, like I said, first things first, man, how you doing, Coach?
I'm great, man. Like I said, I appreciate you guys for having me on, man.
Of course, man. Brandon, how you doing too, man?
It's good, man. Middle of a work week. It's kind of a change of pace. You know, we're used to just doing it on Sunday, but this is probably like our favorite thing to do. And we've done a couple here and there, but I thought this would be a really cool opportunity to like get to know you and kind of just see who you are, your background, stuff like that.
Oh yeah, no doubt, man.
All right, so I guess I'll kick it off, right? So, what got you into coaching? It's a tough job.
So it's crazy is I came out of high school and I signed with Louisiana College at the time. It's Christian, and then I transferred to Nichols, man. The transition was not easy. It was not easy. It was pretty crazy, man. So I'm waiting on word from the head coach. Patting his feet on, letting me play. I was like, look, man, you recruited me about 2 years ago. You offered me 2 years. I had a partial about 2 years ago, So the crazy part about it is it turned into an opportunity to coach, man. I met who's currently my receiver coach and special team coordinator, Kenny Owens, working part-time at Lowe's, fellas. And he's like, man, I just started coaching middle school ball. I was like, man, look, coach and give me the word, man. Look, if they're looking for another guy, I come show my time. So long story short, man, I got an opportunity from Will Touche. He was the head coach there at West Thibodeau Middle back in 2011. Crazy part about that is, he asked me about myself. We did a phone interview. I told him I was from West St. John High School. He asked if I was coached by Coach DuPont. Next thing you know, you're like, man, you got great pedigree. Can you be at the school at 3:30? I was like, oh, wait, I got the job. I ended up coaching, started at middle school at West Thibodeau, man. The crazy part about it, Amik Robinson, if you know Amik Robinson, he played with Detroit. He was a seventh grader. He was a seventh grade at the time, bro. So I've been in it for a while. Like I said, I started at the middle school level and just worked my way up. I was assistant at Terrebonne at one point in time as well. Back in 2014 to 2015 to 2017 under Coach Gary Hill. And then I left and went back home to West St. John, St. James, and then returned as the head coach and now athletic director. So, but man, it was just an opportunity, man. An opportunity got me into coaching. I fell in love with helping kids. I saw kids that were like me that needed help, kids that need guidance, man. And it's a great profession, man, because you see, it's like being a gardener. You plant a seed and you hopefully to get something out of it, and it and it pay off. So that's what it was, man. Just to see kids get opportunities and to grow to whatever they wanted to grow to in their lives.
Yeah, I agree. I think coaching is important, and I always say, raised by a single mother, you need to have some father figures, right?
Yeah.
Just speaking on football per se, right? You need to have those father figures, right? It doesn't matter. You can piece together
Mhm.
a Voltron of having a father figure, right?
Right.
You
That's
need it.
important. That's an important aspect of young men.
Mhm.
No matter who they are, they don't have to be a dad. It can be an uncle, relative. It can be a coach. It can be a mentor. Man, I have a dad. I have uncles. I have mentors. Man, I use them all, man, because life throw us curveballs, man. We don't know if they're high, low, in the middle. You're gonna need somebody can help you get through something based on their experience, man. So these young men need those male figures in their life, man, just to help them figure out who they are. And I tell them all the time, tap into as many positive males as you can, man. So that's definitely what we do here at Terrebonne for sure.
Nah,
There's nothing wrong
man,
with that.
shoot. Nah, I'm telling you, terrible. I had some really good coaches in my time, man. So I loved all of them, man, because
Yeah,
they all help with something, and that's what I needed. So I appreciate it. So like I
yeah.
said, we love the fact that you coaching our alma mater, man. So we cool.
All right, man. It's a privilege. It's definitely a privilege.
Go ahead, Brandon. What you got?
Out of curiosity, so you kind of seen the last regime. He had been there 10,
Mhm,
15, 20 years, and then transitioning out of that and you getting to get into
mhm,
that role, you've really created a culture of like just fighting and wanting to win, and just the attitude just feels a lot different. Like,
mhm.
what if you could just pinpoint, like, what do you think was something that you really gravitated to really just change that culture? And like, did you take anything maybe from him before, or maybe anybody else in the building that really helped shape that for you?
Oh, no doubt, man. I tell everybody this all the time. As an assistant, I took a little bit from everybody. Whether it's what to do and what not to do, and you take it and make it your own based on what you have. But the biggest thing that I took from coming in my first year at Terrebonne was we didn't have the mindset of winning that we could win. That we could beat the Dexterhams, that we could beat the Harnville, just because it wasn't something that was normal at the time. So what we did was we built confidence in our kids. We built the courage in our kids. We built that with hard work that you can do anything that you put your mindset to. So the biggest thing was changing the mindset of what we was at Terrebonne. Like I tell the kids, I don't need you perfect. I don't, none
Mhm.
of us are perfect in the world, but if you can be Terrebonne perfect and do the Terrebonne things right, we're gonna be successful, and that's what we preach with our kids, man. I coach. I'm a hard coach. I coach hard, man, and a lot of people see it different sometimes from sitting up top in Town B. Smith Stadium,
Mhm.
but
That's the
uh,
only way to do it.
that's the only way, man. Life is unfair. I tell kids it's hard, but it's fair, man. And uh, what you want out of it is what you get out of it. So if you want to win, we're gonna put in the work. But the biggest thing was just the mindset, man, and just bringing the culture, changing kind of the culture and making it all about the kids.
Yeah. And you talking
Okay.
about that, those teams y'all playing, that's different than when we were there. They changed the districts. After that, we were playing like all the local teams, New Iberia, Westgate.
Mhm.
And I think like the year after, they're like, nope, we're gonna switch it up. I'm like, thank God. Because I was I'm like, I don't mind getting hit and catching the ball, but man, like that talent differential, like with some of those
Yeah.
teams, is crazy.
Yeah, we definitely
Man.
change it up, man. We change it up where, in order we our ultimate goal is to be a champion here. We haven't won a state title here yet at Terrebonne. We have a runner up.
Hmm.
But we want to win state. In order to be a state champion, you got to go figure out what state championship program does, and you got to play them. You got to compete with them. You got to beat them. So that's basically what we have been doing in the last 4 years here at Terrebonne, man. And the kids are accepting the challenge, and it's just been a good, man. It's been great, man. I'm definitely enjoying it.
Oh yeah, no doubt, man. Like I said, I've been tapped in, seeing the progress, man. So I
Hmm.
mean, aside from winning, just the player, the caliber of player that you've
Yeah.
been able to put out there, it's been crazy, man. We got some D1s, we got some D1 players, right? So that shows that not only are they getting better, right? People are noticing how better that these
Hmm.
players are getting from your program. So Like, hey, you don't get an argument for me. I love it. Anytime I see somebody from Terrebonne doing something good, man, I love it.
Oh yeah, man, and that's definitely what we're trying to bring back, man. We want to bring back you guys to fill the stands and be a part of Terrebonne High football program, but all the programs here at Terrebonne, man. Like I said, I tell all alums, that reach out, man. The doors are open, man. Anytime you want to come in, man, just say, Coach, I'm on my way. Come talk to the kids. Come see practice. Come hang out, man. It's there's no barriers, to what we do, man. I think that if you're gonna build it the right way, you're gonna build it next level. That's what it's about, just opening it up to those that paved the way for the kids we do have now. So that's the biggest thing we're trying to do is make sure that we can get as much guys back and just to say, hey man, I played here, I did this here, and we're proud of you, man. Whatever you guys need, stuff like that, man. So I tell everybody, hopefully, this can get to a lot of the alums that play football here at Terrebonne. Terrebonne opened up in 1908, so we had 100 years, over 100 years of history. Oh, yeah. This program is open to the guys, man, and there's a lot, it's open to you guys to just come into practice, come into meeting rooms, whatever it might be, man. That's just what we're building here, man, so that we can create a continuous cycle of, hey, this is Terrebonne football.
Setting the standard.
Yeah.
Terry, so he coaches at our alma mater, Terrebonne High School, is in Houma, Louisiana. So that's where he's at. So, but like I said, we love it there. So like I said,
football on the bayou, guys. Football on the bayou.
Yeah. Nah, man. So for me, coming to, like, I had been in Louisiana for a while, right? So, but it was kind of touch and go, right? My auntie lived down there, both of them did, and it was like, all right, cool. I kind of like it down here, it's cool, right? The weather is nice, right? It get cold for a little bit, but it's cool after that, chilling, right? So I come down, right, 09. Homer Junior High, right? Bulldogs. Yeah.
Yep.
Right. And then I transitioned, obviously, with everybody else to Terrebonne. So it was a fun experience, man. So being in Louisiana, right, in the youth, what type of players did you play with coming up?
Man, listen, I played at West St. John High School. At the time, we bounced back from 2A and 1A ball. Growing up, that you wanted to be a West St. John Ram. You had to go to the games and you watched them play. They were so competitive. Going to the Superdome as a young boy, it was so exciting. Playing football in the backyard of the stadium. It was just, you knew you was playing football at West St. John growing up. That's what I grew up with, and getting there, look, I got to perform. I want to be one of these dudes. I want the announcer to say, hey, I'm on the tackle, I'm on the carry, whatever it was. You just wanted to be embraced about the program, man. We had great guys we play under, man. Like I said, my time at West St. John, we won a state title when I was in 8th grade back in 05. We went back when my junior year in 07 and got a state runner-up. And I went back and coached when I left Terrebonne back in 2017. I went back to West St. John and coached 3 years. Then my first year there at West St. John, we won a state title. So it's just a rich history of championship and guys that was competitive, man. We got guys that played at LSU that went to the NFL, Tyson Jackson and Quinn Johnson. Tyson signed with Kansas City. He was the first round pick. Quinn Johnson signed with Green Bay. He was a Super Bowl champion. We got guys with that pedigree at West St. John, man. And as a small school, like I said, maybe 200 kids max, 250 kids max. But it was something that we breed and we live, man. When football time, the city, you go to Superdome where I'm from, the city empty. If you want to rob the city, go ahead. Be our guest, because everybody is in the Superdome, man. And that was just the biggest thing about playing football, man. We were so competitive, and you enjoy the moment, but you competed, man. And it was New Orleans or a bus. You didn't want a state title, it was a bus. It didn't even matter, man, with us. So, that it was just fun, man, playing at West St. John. Even coaching, man, I enjoyed it, man. And just, it was tough to leave my alma mater, but it was the best thing that happened, leaving and going to St. James and then being under Coach Robert Valdez, who's at St. Augustine right now, who just competed with us for a state title against Edna Carr. That's one of my mentors. I learned a lot underneath him, and then the current head coach of St. James, Coach Davis, and then to come here to be the head coach. Now, listen, guys, I wasn't coming back to Terrebonne. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was done with the Bayou, man, but Coach Valdez encouraged me. He actually said, "Are you applying for Terrebonne?" I said, "No, Coach. I'm good. I got I was a safety coach and I was a recruiting coordinator at the time at St. James. So I handled all the recruiting. Shaz Preston signed at Bama, Savion Jones signed at LSU. So I handled all those things when it came down to recruiting for those kids. And then I was just coaching safeties, man. And I was like, Coach, man, ain't no way, man. I just got here. I've been only here 2 years. Things are going great. I got a great freshman class. I'm about to grow these guys. These kids are going to be all Americans. And he was like, bro, you should apply. I said, but why? He said, I think you're ready. I said, ready for what, Coach? To be a head coach? I said, took a deep breath. All right, Coach, listen. For you, I'm going to apply. And I think it's one of the best decisions I ever made. It's been a crazy 4 years at Terrebonne. Listen, it ain't been easy, but it's been one of the best decisions I made, man, because, man, there's so many kids we have impact. There's so much things we have done with this program, man, and just the change of the whole school altogether, man, that's happening here at Terrebonne, man, just to bring the culture and the spirit back to Terrebonne. It's just been a great feeling. So one of the best decisions I've made in my life, man.
Of course. One question from Terry. So Terry, he was stationed in Shreveport. So he was like, did you play any schools, I guess, in Shreveport?
So I don't remember playing any schools in Shreveport when I was in high school. I tell you what, as a coach at West St. John, we traveled to Logansport. Up there in Logansport, we played them a few times. They came to us and we went up there a couple of times. But for most parts, we really didn't play Parkway. I think they were much bigger than us in the division when it came down to football. But we played at the time. It wasn't broken up the way it was broken up now. Like we were all together. I remember playing the Opelousas Catholics and all them guys from that area, up north area, the Mangums and the, I remember playing all those guys, the Oak Groves, the Sterlingtons, at the time, but not the Parkways or anything or Cataway, because I think they were much bigger in class than us.
Nah, man, I ain't like New Iberia, man. I didn't like
it. Hey, brother, that was a hostile environment.
Yeah.
Nah,
it was loud.
I ain't like them, man, because we won a playoff game and then had to go on the road, and that was a long bus ride back, man.
Yeah.
I ain't like them, man. And they ran up the score. So if you ever play them again, man, run up the score on them for us. They did us dirty, man.
Oh man, I understand that.
All right, so Terry, forgive me if I'm wrong, Terry. But I believe our biggest rival is always going to be HL.
South Terrebonne. HL South Terrebonne.
Yeah, HL Bourgeois South Terrebonne. So guys, I'm gonna give you a treat. So we hadn't played South Terrebonne in 2 years.
That's crazy.
They didn't want to schedule us at the time with the head coach that was there. But I can tell you now, with the new head coach in 2 years that's coming, we will play South Terrebonne week 5.
Man, that was an every year occurrence. Like we played them every year back in the day.
Yeah, man. And coach took us off the schedule. I get it, I understand. So we're gonna put South Terrebonne back, man, just to keep that culture, keep that rivalry going within the parish, man, and Terrebonne Parish. So we're gonna bring them back. You know, I guess I can disclose the whole schedule here. We're gonna open since I'm on. I give you first exclusive. We're gonna open up week 1 with Vanderbilt Catholic.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Hey, that's a big game.
That's a big
being
game.
Where they were at just now. I mean, that's
so
a game.
you know that I don't remember the last time we played them in the regular season, and I think a lot of times I don't think we played them due to like, you know, they're able to recruit our kids. If we lose our kids, and that's just something that's not in my mind frame. Like I tell everybody, I don't worry about losing kids because I'm genuine. I keep it real. And as cocky as this saying gonna be, I told him, I said, I don't lie about making dreams come true, right? I don't, man. So I don't sell dreams, I make them come true. If you want to be the next level guy, you want to get to the next level, we're gonna do that here at Terrebonne, you know, and that's facts. If you look at the kids we put in school, that's facts. Even with everything changing around us, you know, and that's just something I'm not worried about. So we were able to put Coach Wallace. Man, the crazy part about it, fun fact, Coach Wallace recruited me in high school, man. He's the head coach of Vanderbilt Catholic. He's a great guy.
Time flies.
Him and I are good friends, man. And we're going to go to week 2. We're going to have Ellendale Memorial. Coach Aaron Butler is the head coach there. He was my defensive back coach 2 seasons ago. He's actually a Vandy alum, but you know, he's the coach. He's a Homer guy. He's from Homer. Week 3, we're gonna keep St. James. We're gonna keep St. James on there. That's a great test for us, man. That's just something that Coach Davis and I agree to do. And then we're gonna go to Thibodaux for a district game, and then we're gonna pick up South Terrebonne, like I said, week 5, and then we're gonna have Hornville, Central Lafourche, Destrehan, Bourgeois be week 9, and then East St. John week 10.
That's a stretch.
It's a stretch, man.
It's a stretch.
Man.
But that's a good test, though. Having especially in that portion of the season, like you've already gotten through the first half, you've already set the tone. Now it's like we need to ride this out and continue doing what we're doing.
Yeah, man. It was tough the last couple of years. You know, you go into getting St. James, you go Riverside 1, Ellendale 2, and then you know you had St. James at 3, a tough team. You're battling. You had Hornville at 4, and then Destrehan at 5, and then picked up St. Charles Catholic at 6. You know, but by the time we got to 7 and 8, you know, our kids was kind of danged up, beat up, man. But man, they understood the mission in the last 2 years, man. That schedule was handpicked by myself, man, because we wanted to be a state champion caliber program, so we had to go see the state caliber type teams. And I can say that, you know, we definitely we did well. We did real well.
Oh no! I don't like South Terrebonne either, man. I don't like that.
He's a true alum, man.
Yeah, I got beef with them too, man. I don't like them Gators at all. I don't like them, man. I don't like HL. I don't like Ellender too much either, man. So
we used to run, but we used to run them back then. That wouldn't even.
Yeah, but I still don't like them. No, still, even though they passed some rough times, but
yeah,
I still didn't like them.
That's a true alum right there.
Hey, man, I like my teams, man. If I played and I bled and I trained, that was my team. So I rock with Terrebonne. So
I respect that.
Like I said, only because, you know, like I said, me coming from a whole different state, man, you know, the school embraced, like that neighborhood embraced me, man. Like some of the friends, like I said, me and Brandon don't have a podcast, YouTube channel without us playing football together. So like that, it was fun, man. And I think football should be and always will be I guess a catalyst for people building relationships that last a lifetime.
Right.
And I think I don't like to say, I think we're losing that kind of that feel sometimes, right? Because whether it be the parents or social media or whatever pushing, like I gotta go to the NFL. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. Right? And you're missing the relationship part of it. Right? Like having that connection with your teammates.
Right.
It goes way longer than that. Like I said,
Way longer.
Brandon, like, yo, we wouldn't be here without that connection. It had to start somewhere, right?
No.
So
I agree.
I just think I love that part about like coaching and the community, right?
Mhm.
And having the high school be the hub for those relationships, man. Like even like I said, I don't like South Terrebonne, I don't like HL, but guess what? That hub of community, right? We all like that whole community, like you grow friends even on the other side.
Right.
So I love that part of it, man. So I rock with it. Home is always cool with me.
That's what competition does, man, especially creating rivals and within, same school district and parish, man. It just, as intense as it's gonna get, man, some of these kids are real good friends with the guys on the other side, for about 5-6 hours. We're not friends, but after that, man, them kids. So, man, that's the best part about being here. I saw that, man, and I think that's one of my favorite things about being here. That we can have this good old competition and rivalry, and create this big old look. We start the tailgate now at Terrebonne before games, and man, it's so exciting, man, that our fans can have the ultimate experience, a game day experience, man. Our kids enjoying it, man. So you're definitely right, man. It definitely bring us together, man, and it create a whole different atmosphere for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, Terry, we'll send you the link, man. Let you check out everything, man. Like
Oh
I said,
yeah, we definitely have X when it come down our recruiting profile, man. It's recruit underscore T-Bone, TBO double NE. So that's our recruit page. You follow our recruits on there. That's how we get in touch with a lot of our college coaches with our recruit page. So we do have a recruit page. As far as our social media for our regular school, it'll be all our Terrebonne stuff that you can find on our school web page, man.
Can't go wrong.
So I did. So I got a question about recruiting in the high school space, right? So everybody, I think I'm not sure if it's changed, but when we were growing up, you kind of had to go to the school within your district, right?
Yeah.
So like, how does recruiting work in high school? Like when you're getting those middle schoolers to go to your team.
Well, for most parts, like you said, it's the same thing. If you live in that attendance zone, that's the school you go to. Of course, we have a lot of private sectors here in Terrebonne Parish. They have that option as well. So, I believe it or not, I hate to say it, and they don't like you saying this in association, but you gotta go recruit your own kids, man. If they go to Homo Junior High, they're supposed to be at Terrebonne. So you gotta go recruit your own kids, man, if that makes sense. Because they have the option to go where they want. Freshmen have the option to go where they want if it's inside their attendance zone. And you don't want to lose them kids because we need those kids to play here at Terrebonne. So I definitely go over there. I do watch the games. I do go to the different events there just to show my support. I go to the recreation events just to show my support, man. But one of the things I don't do is I don't go to the parents' house. I don't go do emails and text messages. I'm not gonna promise you anything other than if your kid put what they're supposed to into the program, they're gonna get something out of it. I promise you that. But I'm not gonna say, hey, I can get your kid this, I can get your kid that, because if we know NCAA and just college football has changed so much. Recruiting itself, the portal is deadly. The portal is deadly to high school kids. But I recently left a convention in North Carolina, and it's not only hurting us, but it's hurting the lower levels as well, because the D2s and NIL are losing kids too. So they're trying to create programs, and they can't create programs because kids are in the portal, they're leaving out, and so it's just a trifecta. But it's harder to get our kids at the Division I level right away. You could have got a kid to Nicholls State. you know, you could got a kid to McNeese or Southeastern right now out of high school, and if those kids, and this is what I've learned, if those kids are not Division One ready, size, physicality, and just football smart, they're not going there. Our kids have to start now preparing to go Division II, NAIA, and JUCO. Not because they're not good enough, because that's where we're stationed at this point in the recruiting process. So we're gonna have to change our mindset of saying I'm D1 and just saying I'm gonna play next level football. Right. That's just what it is right now. That's just what it is. That's what it is. You know, if you want to get to the next level, let's work. Now, rather you beat D1 SEC, you can, because they're taking a handful of kids, but can you be a part of that 1%, right? Are you 1% good now? Right, instead of being D1. So that's where we're at right now. The landscape change.
That's what we've been saying, man. That's what we've been saying for a while on this channel, man. That you gotta, like, as much as people want to go D1, right?
Right.
And I see the transfer portal, people transferring 5, 6, 7 times, and I'm like, yo, what are you doing, dude? Like, just you missing out on your opportunity to get good. You know, like I saw, I forgot who said it, man, but they were sitting there saying you got like maybe 30 games to show that you're an NFL prospect, right?
Yeah.
And if you keep changing teams
and change,
you ain't got no 30 games.
Right, man.
You know,
and it's
but I do.
It's difficult, bro.
Yeah,
I tell you what.
Flip it, though. My bad.
Go ahead, Cam.
No, I do flip it around though, and I say as many guys that join the transfer portal, I think the lower level coaches should just flip it and be like, hey, just come down here and play, right? I get it, you don't have the funds or whatever, right, as Division II or FCS or whatever, but I do think, like, hey, the opportunity is there, right? Like, you'll get the opportunity to be seen, to be playing at these schools, man. Because I'm old school. I think the film don't lie to me, right?
Yep.
You can show me the highlights all you want. I see touchdowns all day. I want to see what happens on that 1st and 10 when you're not getting the ball on that go route. Do you run it lazy or do you run it with conviction, right? I want to see all of that, you know? So that's my
you know, and college coaches have access to full games, our full games. So they do look at full games, and if they don't have access, they request access to full games to evaluate kids. And I tell it to my players all the time. It's not just about your highlights, because they want to see what you're doing in certain situations. They want to see when you're back against the ropes. You know, they want to see all that, man, because they're gonna invest in you, and they're investing in money in them, man. You know, the biggest thing about the portal, you got some guys that's being misadvised by these so-called agents chasing a dollar and just missing out on the opportunity, and they may not ever get back into playing ball, man. And then you got some guys that getting coaching changes, don't have a choice. Hey, man, you got to get in the portal because they need certain guys. They want their guys. They're running out of space. Another thing that happened, the Division I NCAA, the Division I side of the NCAA went from 120 players you can have on roster to 105. So every Division I school got to get rid of 15 kids. That's why the portal out of hand right now. That happened, you know. And then you got kids, like I said, that's a force into the portal, or kids that just looking for a better opportunity. Like, I just want to play, right? I just want to play. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna get it here. And the next, you know, option is the best for me. You know, it's so many factors, man. But like I said, the biggest downfall was when the NCAA took those rosters and decreased it by 15 positions. That's 15 per Division I school, right? There's a lot of Division I schools in the country. So that's why the portal went. And a lot of these kids, there's more kids in the portal than there's scholarships right now. So somebody is not going to play ball.
All right, we got a question from Terry, man. Terry, he said, "Do you have dreams of coaching at the next level?"
I get that a lot, Terry. You know what? If that opportunity presents itself and the situation's right, yeah, yeah, man. I do see myself trying to get there. I've been, kind of talking to college coaches and then just feeling things out. Uh, I do want to see what that level of football looks like, that opportunity of coaching looks like. I did it at the middle school. I did it as a assistant in high school, a head coach now. So eventually, yeah, man, if the situation is right and the opportunity is perfect here, as a possibility, I do move up, man. But like I tell everybody, I still got things that's undone here at Terrebonne. I gotta get things done here first before I can decide I won't move from here, man.
Nah, man, it works. It works out though, because if you did go to the next level, guess what? You got all of these people in your phone, man. You got them connections, man. You
Yeah,
be like, you gonna have you a national champion in a minute because you
yeah,
got all them connections. Be like, let me get this dude from
yeah.
Terrebonne. Let me get this dude from South Terrebonne, even though I don't like the school. Let me get this running back. He torched me for 100
Right.
yards.
Yeah, man. It do give us an opportunity to get the kids from the bayou to be recruited
Yeah,
to
man. I'm
know.
telling you now. So, but please don't leave too soon. Not too
Not
soon.
not too soon. Not too soon.
Not too soon. What you got, Brandon?
I just out of curiosity, because I get asked this kind of thing all the time. When it
Mhm.
comes to getting the coaching, do you feel like the best and most plausible way is going through a teaching degree, or are there other avenues you feel like to get your foot in the door? Because I mean, I've looked into it. It's something that I probably want to do at some point, based
Mhm.
on like flexibility and schedule and all that. But like, do you feel like that's the best option, or do you feel like there are other options that can kind of get you up the ladder?
Well, when dealing with high school, and in particular in high school, and a lot of us have families and obligation to
Mm-hmm.
bills and stuff. What pays us in high school is the teaching side, right? Our
Mm-hmm.
salary come from teaching. And then we get a percentage here in Terrebonne Parish on our coaching on top of our teaching. So that's when I'm hiring coaches, like I told them, I said, listen, can you do you have a degree? Do you want to teach? Are you certified to teach? Because it helps. I can get you what you're looking for, to take care of your families. Or if you're just looking to coach, we can do that too. But the biggest thing is what's good for you. I never want to. I
Mm-hmm.
have a lot of young coaches. I hire young coaches and they give them a start. Like I said, for example, I had Sean Preston Jr. on staff. He left, went to UFL, became a GA at Tulane, and just got drafted again in the UFL. Jakai Douglas, who played here at Terrebonne, I hired
Mm-hmm.
him. He's supposed to be getting into the UFL as well. And just giving them an opportunity, man. And you know, if that's something they want to do and it's something that they look into, then yeah, let's do it, man. But for most parts, teach and play our salary, man, and
Mm-hmm.
then football and other sports are secondary here in Terrebonne Parish.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, when it comes to that, like I just feel like, and a lot of people lose thought it's all sports, but I think the most rewarding thing is getting the
Mhm.
imprint on those kids and to really just maybe you didn't have the best experiences coming up. Maybe your coaches
Yeah,
lacked, and you want to be able to give
yeah,
them that kind of
oh yeah,
support. You want to be able to give them that kind of encouragement. You want to be able to get them even further than, anything you could have ever imagined.
right, right. Nah, for real, Brandon. And then a lot of guys I hire that I can't. I want to put as many guys as I can on campus, man. I think. I was here with Coach Hill at one point as an assistant. I was teaching at the junior high, and
Mm-hmm.
they were here. They may have maybe two of them guys on campus here. Right now, we got about 5 to 6 coaches on this campus, man, which is a blessing to the young men on this campus because now they can have somebody to talk to, somebody that can help them grow, in the sports world, man. Even the young ladies, man. Girls attached to guys like that, like figures, man, and you can help these young ladies, grow as well, man. I think just having just the coaching and the coaches and just the discipline that they can bring to help the school culture and build their school up is important. So, I try to put as many coaches as I can. I just talked to our principal, Miss Malonson. I say, boss, what you got opening? She's like, I don't know yet, but uh, you know, Coach, if they can teach and they got the certification to teach, I wouldn't mind having them here, man. So I said, Coach Boss, I appreciate you. And you don't get that a lot from a lot of principals. They don't try to bring coaches because they think they just there to coach. But most of the guys I bring here are educators, and they're true to the educational process. And because without being a great teacher, you can't be a great coach. That's just what it is, So the guys I bring on are great educators that can take the coaching and turn it into a whole nother aspect, So
no, that's fair, man. Like I said, I like that a lot, man, because you have a way to almost keep your players in line as well. Because if you just see them in football practice, you're like, man, nothing happened. It's like you ain't do your homework.
Yeah.
I'm grading the papers. It wasn't there. You know
what I'm saying? That part right there, man. And it's been working for us because every corner they hit, they'll see a coach. So it's been working for us. And, we have Coach Brandon Brown, who's an alum here, who played at Tulane. He's our head basketball coach, but he's also an assistant football coach here as well. So I hired a basketball coach. So we understand each other, man. So it's been working. Brandon's been great with us, man. He's like, Coach, I don't understand football as much, but if you tell me what to do, I'm gonna get it done. But I also was coaching basketball at one point too when I first got the job here. So we kind of understand each other and trying to understand the kids, play good cop, bad cop with the kids and keep the kids in line, man. But man, it's just been fun, man. It's been fun to have these coaches here and just to enjoy the coaches, It's just good, man. It's just we building the culture at Terrebonne, so I'm excited, man, to see where this thing gonna go in the next 5 to 10, 15 years.
Man, like
that's a good way to look at it.
Yeah, we like I said, me and Brandon been talking. We was like, man, we gotta do like a video vlog at Terrebonne, man, for the channel, man. So we would appreciate when you said it was like, hey, come on down, man. It's an open invitation. I was like,
man, it is.
You heard that, Brandon? We gotta do
this
vlog, man.
Honestly, it is, man. It's open here at Terrebonne, man. All alums come in. You want to talk, man. You want to whatever, that's what it's about, man. And we do every year. We have been doing it, dads and or dudes and dads and dudes or type deal where we're inviting dads in. Let's say we have a Thursday game or a short week. We'll invite them in on a Sunday. We'll invite them into film sessions. We'll invite them into practice, and we do like a brunch or a breakfast with the dads and the players or the uncle or a role model or alum that want to come. We just want to bring the males back into the program. We deal with a lot of the moms first say, and we do a lot with the moms, and they're always volunteering and doing a lot of things, but we also want the males to be involved in just, embracing what we do here, So like I said, the door is open, man. The door is open to anybody that's willing to just come see what this about, man. Just learn and just give back and whatever they want to do with the program,
Oh man, I appreciate it. I appreciate that, man. Like I said,
we've been talking about that for a while, man. But I didn't know how to get in touch with you, and like sometimes when you reach out to people, you want to come off as like normal as possible.
Yeah,
kind of people that kind of like don't want to come off like that. But at the end of the day, it was not just for clicks or views, but to really just help get that on the map, give notoriety, be able to get those kids like in the forefront. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's a trip down nostalgia lane, and it'll be really cool. But at the end of the day, it's bringing light to that and allowing them to get looks and opportunities.
Yes, sir. Man, I definitely appreciate that.
Brandon reached out, man, because I've been like, man, I don't care about no South Terrebonne, man.
Hey, bro.
Man.
Man.
I definitely appreciate you reaching out, Brandon. Like I say, anytime I could do anything like this, man, just to shine a light on Terrebonne itself and the kids and then the accolades and the accomplishment that these kids have achieved, man, I'm willing to do it. I want to do it. I want to continue doing it, and Just doing what's done in the past of helping this like I said, Terrebonne 1908. The kids wear it on their compressions. 1908. You won't see it. 1908. This is the start. It's on the second. Is the second active, no, second oldest active public school in the state of Louisiana. So that's history, man. We're gonna play for history. No matter where it started, we're gonna play for history. It's something that's big with me, and as we continue to make history here, uh, you know, we're just gonna continue bringing up the Terrebonne way.
Okay. Well, I got like one more question for you.
Yeah.
So this is more so schematics, man.
Hmm.
So I'm the defensive dude of this duo, right? So I
Okay.
want to know what kind of defense do you run?
So we kind of go multi based on personnel and based on what we see. So we're bases are we were in a full man front. We're a 4-2-5, two linebackers, five defensive backs. Most of the time that defensive end that we have is a speedy guy that when we want to transition to a 3-man front, we can go 3-3 with that same defense.
3-3-5.
Um,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
3-3-5, and then sometimes like we face the south side. Sometimes we can go 5-man. We'll have a defensive lineman, or we'll take that speedy end who's a kind of have a thick, is a certain one that we want, and we'll put him over the nose just to mess with the center. So we'll go a 5-man front. Like I said, we multi based on what we got. Uh, so it just depends on who we have and what they do.
Yeah, I only ask because I'm a 3-4 guy, right? And I know
Uh-huh.
football's changed, so you can't really have the 3 down linemen because they're big and they ain't running that fast. But
Yeah.
I know. But I'm a purist. I love having that big nose and two big tackles right
Yeah.
there, just eating up the linemen and then blitzing all over the place, right?
Yeah.
I said,
Yeah.
Brandon worries about the offense and the defensive backs. I like that front seven. That's
he,
my
he, he he like the air raid stuff. He like the
Yeah.
scare
yeah.
guys. Yeah.
You
Like I
gotta
said,
you gotta
mhm.
oh, you can keep talking, you good.
No, I was gonna tell you offensively. We're a spread team.
Yeah, but y'all run
This
the hell out the ball.
this year,
Run,
listen,
run, run.
I'm a
Man.
run heavy guy. I learned it from
Man.
Valdez. You got to run the ball.
But
But we had one of the best offensive linemen in the state this year. We're gonna graduate 3 out of 5. Uh, and then we returned 2, but we returned a freshman. We played a lot, and we played him at tight end. Titus Fitch. He's a 14-year-old. He's 6'3.5", 6'4" at 295,
oh
and he can
my
play. Oh
god.
yeah, he can play.
That's a freak of nature.
Listen, man, he can play. He just having fun. The pup just having fun, man. Suffer injury late in the season, but he's gonna be good for us, man. As long as those other two, White and Wayland, man. But we had one of the best lines in the state. Like I said, we signed Orion Mosley to Oklahoma State. We signed Tatum Bingham to Louisiana Tech, and Chris Stewart will sign as well this coming February to either a Division II or a junior college, man. But them like and then we talk about our two running backs. We had
Quincy.
Quincy Adams. We call him Bear. He rushed for almost 2,000 yards, man. He had over 200. He had almost 3,000 all-purpose yards. We had Elvin Celestine. He ran 10, 6, and 100. We showcased him more at the receiver position this year, just to get his recruiting continue rolling, man.
Versatility.
Sometimes we do a lot just to make sure that we get kids to the next level. It's really, yes, it helps us, but it helps them at the same time, man. But we had a great team this year, man. We kind of got hit with the injury bug at the end of the year offensively. But like I said, we losing a good bit of kids, but we're focusing on uh, the youth, right? Getting our youth where we need to be. I told my coaches and I told a lot of people this, what we're going to do. I said, when I took over this program, we may have won 3 games in 4 years. I said, we started 8 freshmen. We won 3 games. We went 3-7. Then we ended up going 7-4, 8-4, 9 and so if that's what we got to do, the foundation already laid. I think we're gonna jump way higher than we think we're gonna jump because we've been here before, right? So we just gotta teach, man. We just gotta teach our kids, bro.
Yeah,
I'm excited about what's to come, man, and You know, Terrebonne right now is the place to be, in my opinion. No knock to nobody, but you know, if you want to win games and you want to play top tier football in the highest division in the state of Louisiana, and you want to go where there's college coaches that's going to be there, you come to Terrebonne. That's just a no brainer, you know. That's just a no brainer, man. But you know, we coach who we get, and you know, we go get it, man. My coaches do a great job, you know, and it's hard to retain coaches, man. I had a different staff every year since I've been to Terrebonne.
So it means you're doing something right, though.
Yeah,
it means you're doing something right.
Yeah, we had a yeah, man.
We gotta steal. That's what them South Terrebonne people saying. We got to steal Terrebonne's stuff, man. They got too much. We got to steal it from them, man. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, man. You know,
dudes, man.
They're gonna be good at. They're gonna be okay at South Terrebonne. They just got their alum Justin Lee Rad, and HL is in the process of hiring a new coach. So when I first got hired at Terrebonne, all 3 jobs were open.
Wow.
You know, all 3 of us came in together back in 2022, and man, those 2 opened back up. So man, I talked to my brother, and his name is, we call him Rush. I said, Rush, I said, out of the 3 of them, the last man standing, something must be working over here. Nah, man, but it's been a heck of 4 years at Terrebonne, man, and I think that we're heading in the right direction, man. And the craziest part about the come, guys, you're gonna love this. We're about to go into a $25 million renovation of the whole school. Yes, that's approved. That's gonna start soon. We're gonna get a brand new football facility, brand new coach's office, brand new locker rooms. The office is on the 2nd floor, right? It's coming down to the 1st floor. There's gonna have an elevator in the school. It's gonna be nice, man. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be real nice. The kids are gonna have something to be proud of. It's gonna make sense, and it's gonna be easy, accessible to everybody, man. So
that's great.
Yeah,
that's good.
That's it, man. That's it, man. I like I said, man, they're doing it the right way, you know, and I'm working on a proposal to redo Tom Beat Smith Stadium. You know, we need brand new lights. Those lights been there since 1950, 52, when the stadium first opened. You know, it's time for a new turf. It's time to, you know, to put some exterior lights around the stadium so that the safety and the kids will be safe when they leave the stadium at night. And you know, I don't know who had the bright idea to put a tinted window at night, tinted windows in the press box, but we got to get that out of there because it's dark, man. But that's my proposal I'll be working on, man, and hopefully I can get that through to the school board and the members, man, just to make our stadium the best stadium, even though that we make it accessible to everybody. That's our stadium. I'm gonna say that again, Cameron.
Yeah.
It's our stadium, no matter, because they got a B word on the other end zone, but it's our stadium, man, and we need to make sure that, you know, we have state-of-the-art stuff that, you know, that we can bring to our kids and even to those kids in a district that want to use the stadium. And we're going to say use the stadium.
Oh, man. Yeah, tell them, hey, y'all lease is up. Get your own. Get your own.
They had the opportunity like 10 years ago, but they decided to build that big freshman building.
Oh, man. I hope that they can get them their own.
Man, they need to get out. You
Like,
live in rent-free, you gotta go.
It's time to go. To go. Get your
I don't mind sharing, but you know, I'm a little selfish when it comes down to our space, you know.
That's what I'm saying, man. This can't be no weekend hangout, man. Get your own spot. Okay. We've been sharing with y'all for like 50 years, bro. It's time to figure it out. It's time, bro. Move out.
Right.
So he was saying being an offensive guy, like I played receiver, so yeah, I like getting the ball, like spreading things out. But it seems like regardless of what you guys do on offense or defense, y'all are very like just aggressive. That's like I've seen just that intensity. But obviously it's still really early. Obviously we're in January. You don't fully know what you have yet because you have to get through the spring, get into your summer, get through Hell Week and all that. But like if you had to anticipate maybe areas of strength you feel going into next year, or maybe areas you feel like maybe we need better depth here, maybe we can improve on.
Well, some of the strengths I think will be our secondary. They're the most experienced group coming back is the secondary, followed by the receivers. I think those two skill groups will be good. One of the things that will concern me will be the quarterback position. We're losing a 3 year starter is over Owen Oliver.
Man,
Um,
that
as
must be
far as
nice
yeah, as
because
far as
we
the
had a
back,
different quarterback every year.
yeah, we had him for 3 years, man. He started his freshman year. He started one game his freshman year, but that's my biggest concern right now. I think figuring that out will be the biggest thing for us right now. And then we'll know what kind of offensive team we'll be and grow into. And it's going to be hard replacing those three offensive linemen. But we got to figure out who's going to touch the ball every play. So that's my biggest concern with our team is that quarterback position, and I think those two skill positions as far as receivers and defensive back, we're going to be okay.
I mean,
Yeah, we
that's where
did
it starts at. Quarterback's your chess piece. That's how you keep everything in line. That's how you get your tempo. It's how you do everything. So it's like when you
Right.
have that and having that figured out as early as possible. And sometimes you can't get it as early as possible because you still have to work through the kinks and everything. But when you have that piece, you can figure out, okay, what's strengths, what's weaknesses, what can we do moving forward? Like, how can we utilize what we have,
Right.
Yeah, we did a high school spotlight on Celestine, which was pretty cool, man. I was like, dang, dude got some skills, man.
He can
So
play ball.
I wonder how they using him. I was like, you gotta put him somewhere, man.
He's
He
everywhere,
cold.
man.
I was like,
Alvin is
no.
everywhere for us, man. The kid can play. Like I say, he's the fastest kid on the team.
Yeah.
He's one of the most humble kid on the team, man. And he's going to take the opportunity of playing on the next level somewhere. We kind of working out those kinks with the recruiting world, but man, the kid is awesome. He's a great kid, got a great family. And you can't ask for nothing more than that. It's going to be hard to replace him. It's going to be hard to replace Bear. It's going to be hard to replace a lot of these seniors, man. We're losing 21 seniors this year, man.
That's a big class.
That's a big class. Our dynamics is, those 21, but then you got 17 juniors right now, 16 sophomores, but then I got 43 freshmen. Right.
That's good.
That's a great thing. That's a great
big group like that.
And all of them gonna move up. So I'm anticipating hopefully we get another huge number of freshmen where we can grow with that group of kids, man. A group of kids, man. A lot of kids, didn't come out for football here at Terrebonne. They kind of intimidated of how hard we work, but it's not hard. It's how we interpret it, right? I think they're starting to see it and change. So, I do open up opportunity to kids that had played before, or even kids that did play and didn't want to play anymore and coming back. So I open up that opportunity to them, man. And hopefully, we get somebody to pan out, to help us get to New Orleans and win a state title.
Yes, sir.
Nah, but that's perfect though, because 21 seniors, man, this is like their last hurrah. And I would love to say that these are the ones you started with, correct?
Yep. That's my 4-year guys, man.
Yeah, so they probably want to send, like, yo, let's do the best we can this year, right? But then you got another 40 that you can just, mold into a death squad. Because 40 people is crazy. 40 freshmen is crazy.
Right. We're gonna be good though, man. They're gonna be okay. They gotta learn the system and learn, the foundation and stuff, man. But it's gonna be I guess a patient year for us as far as us teaching and taking more time to teach as coaches and kids willing to learn. But and like I said, I like this team. I love who we have built here at Terrebonne, and I think that everybody get it. The parents get it. The community get it. Administration get it. And that's the biggest part, that everybody's on the same page and that we can push this program to where it needs to be, and that's in New Orleans and win the state titles, just like every other top-notch program.
That's what I'm talking about.
I guess we got one more fan question or one more subscriber question, man.
Mhm.
Chris was asking, is it legal for in Louisiana for the kids to get NIL and stuff?
So the association do not so our association do not knock NIL. So yes, the kids can get NIL in Louisiana high school. The association won't touch it. It's not
It's
no
not
standard.
associated with them, so it's
Yeah, it's
kind of
not
just whatever.
associated. So there's no standard to it. So it's very difficult. And I had parents that always asked me this, and I was like, listen, there's no diagram or no,
all it's new. You know what I mean? There's no structure.
It's nothing I can control either. Right? I
That's
can't
out of your
control
hands.
it. And I can't even get a part of it, so when they asked, I said, listen, there's no NIL in Terrebonne.
We building something like
we
cool,
build it, but we don't have companies like that that's willing to give NILs here in this area just yet. Once all that stuff get rectified with the association and we have some guidelines and in place, I think that might be something that we can get into. But man, we already got a lot on our plate as head coaches, man. NIL just be a whole nother ordeal. We're gonna have to hire a general manager.
it just feels like it just takes away though, because it's like how he was saying earlier. It's not saying it takes away from the love of the game, but it adds like a level of distraction.
Yeah,
because you're not an amateur yet. You want them to just be focused on the process and building and getting where they need to be. You don't want them to be so focused on money. Because don't get me wrong, in this day and age, the landscape has completely changed. We've been talking about this for the last 4 years, but it's just, especially at the high school level, like let's just play ball. Let's get you where you need to be, and then we can worry about that stuff later. Because I don't want a kid to lose sight, and then they're putting so much effort and time into this and this, and they're not perfecting their craft and being like living up to that potential,
Right. No, I agree. I completely agree with it, man. And if that time come at one point in Terrebonne, we just have to figure it out. Like they say in football, we got to make an adjustment. It's going to be a headache. We have to make the adjustment, man. But that's one thing that we worrying about. Another thing is they're trying to do a one-time transfer rule in the state of Louisiana. That's crazy. It's just a lot. It's a lot.
I remember when we were in school, we had a couple guys transfer from school to school. Is it still like if you transfer in the same district, you have to sit out for an entire year? It's still, so like if you transferred from Terrebonne to like say you were in New Orleans, that wouldn't apply. But say if you transferred in district, that it would.
So the biggest thing is with the transfer is you have to live where you saying you move. They're gonna do an investigation. If you do not live where you're ineligible, you have the right to move, and it has to be a move outside of athletics. It can't be about athletics. You have to prove that we took a different job.
It has to be a paper trail.
We sold our house. Listen to me. This is one of the things as I'm learning as an athletic director. They gonna want to know if you had a house in Berg, Louisiana, that you sold that house is empty. And you living somewhere on the west side, but that house have to be empty. They're gonna do both visits at the house you were at and the house you're supposed to be at now. And if you're not, they're gonna shut it down.
Because that was a thing. That was a thing when we were in school, but I don't feel like they were as extensive about it, because that was definitely conversations I had. Because when there were issues with playing and this and that, I'm like, man, how can we get where we need to be? But I didn't feel like it was that big of a thing then. But now
it's a big thing nowadays, man. Most people always want the advantage. Everybody need that guy to win. So, man, the association have rules, man. They have rules, and we need to make sure. The difference is that back in the day when you transfer and you wasn't where you supposed, or you were living in boat, you have an option of, hey, I'm not supposed to be here, but I can play JV only. So the kids have an option of playing JV only.
So at least they're still getting snaps.
Yes. So that they're not taking everything entirely away from the kid.
That's good, at least. Because because sometimes those things are out of control, like out of their control, and it's like you don't want to lose a whole year.
Yep, that just recently happened where
That's good.
It's JVO only, right? Mm-hmm.
True, well, you know me, man. Sophomore, I was a JV superstar, so
you scored a touchdown, bro. I remember that playing D-line. You scored a touchdown.
That's what I did. Yeah, had it written on my book bag on the strap, JV superstar. So I was like, yo, I enjoyed it, man. But it was cool because at my position, I wasn't gonna start. You know, I wasn't. We had
a good D-line at that time.
Yeah. So I wanted to get some clock somewhere. Shoot,
I feel like
it's better than just going to the game and not playing. You know, so I was like, let me get some clock.
I feel like how it was then. If you were on defense, they were always rotating guys in on defense. Like they tried to at least keep people fresh, at least had experience. Offense is like if you weren't a starter or like immediate backup, like put in for certain packages, you was never ever gonna see the field. It's like, nope, just wait till next year, bro.
Man, I mean, like I said, man, right there, it's like I said, it was a good time, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it was a good time growing up, man. Like I said, early 2010s, man, playing at Terrebonne, man, it's a different vibe, man. And like I said, I'm just happy that we starting to get that feeling back, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, like I said, I'm out of questions. So I don't know about you, Brandon. But
I'm good. I mean, do you have anything for us? Did you have anything you wanted to know or anything? I don't want to take up too much of your time.
Oh no, man. I really appreciate the opportunity of giving back to you guys and you guys allowing us to showcase your alma mater, man, and just shining light on, Terrebonne as a whole, man. And like I said, anytime you need me to come on, you just let me know. If I got time, we come talk. I talk college ball, I talk NFL, whatever you need me to do. I like having fun. I love this stuff. I enjoy it, man, and I appreciate what you guys do.
Oh, definitely. And we're gonna have to make that trip though. We're gonna have to make that trip and get you guys some time.
Oh yeah, just let me know. We'll be here.
Oh man, great. You already know, man. Like I ain't that far now. That far. Like it's a drive, but it ain't that far a drive.
No, I appreciate it.
Oh, not a problem, man. Anytime. We're grateful to have you.
Nah. Of course, man.
Oh, we got a. Are you good?
No. I'm waiting on you. What you want?
Oh, I'm good. But I don't want to take up too much of your time. I know you going. So
always going, guys. Always going, man. But once again, man, I appreciate it, man. And just let me know if you guys ever need me again.
Oh, yes, sir. It was a great talk with you, brother.
All right, man. Y'all have a great night.
You too.
You the same, coach.
Well, that one's in the books. What did you think about all that?
Oh man, shoot, you already know, man. That's the home team right there, bro. Home team, man. So I appreciate it, man. I appreciate him giving us his time, man, because it's really cool, dog. Really cool.
That's an undertaking, though. You're coaching, you're going around, you're the athlete. And he's not old. He can't be that much old. I mean, he played like mid-2000s. He's probably about 10 years or so older than us. That's a lot, but it's good to see that there's some respect and there's some like recognition that they're getting because, I mean, we play with a lot of good guys too. Like we played with a couple guys that went all state. We played with a couple guys who played D2, D3, I mean, so it's good to see, kids getting a shot to play like at the D1 level and playing at other colleges as well.
Well, I mean, yeah, then you gotta think, man, some of our coaches under our tenure weren't necessarily the most best in the social media process of things, right?
Well, it was still pretty premature at that point.
Yeah, still
Huddle was just now becoming a thing.
Yeah, but they weren't pounding the pavement for everybody that they should have, right?
No.
And that's one side of it. But there also were a couple of guys that were not pounding the pavement in the classroom either.
That's true.
So
but I like his mentality.
you gotta. It's a two-way street. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? When you talk about our era versus now, right? And I like the way he vibing, man. You know,
He can
and
relate to
that's
the
what
players.
yeah, and that's what's keeping that's what's putting this, in a very good trajectory, right? So I expect them to be pretty good this year, man. You got a lot of seniors, so I'm
Just
looking
got
forward to seeing what they do, man.
just got to
So
figure out quarterback. Once you get that figured out, and you have an
yeah,
entire offseason to kind of mold around him and build an offense around him to make it to where whether you got to be run heavy or whatever again. Because I don't know if Celestine was no, I think no, he's gone. Both of those guys are gone. So you got to be able to fill that void at the running back position too, especially if you got a guy coming in at quarterback that doesn't have a whole lot of experience. You want to be able to give him that stability of relying on the run game. But
definitely.
we can definitely we get us a camera, get a couple of mics, we can take us a little trip and have some fun. Because I ain't seen you in like 10 years anyway. But
Yeah, man, ain't nothing changed, but
no,
I ain't got no hair. That's the
that's
only
okay.
thing. The only thing. I ain't got no hair. That's it. I'm still the
I
same.
think that would be that'd be a really cool thing because you're giving the school notoriety. Not just that, they've changed a lot since Wheeler. They play on turf now. You know, they haven't renovated the locker room yet. They haven't renovated. I'm pretty sure they've updated the weight room. Obviously, that was kind of outdated, but it'll be cool to and that we never did nothing like that before, and it'd be a cool avenue to kind of bring to the channel and bring to all you guys watching. Shout out to 25 people watching, by the way.
Oh yeah, man, we had some stuff, man. people in here talking about like who winning the Super Bowl and stuff. I'm like, yo, we not even talking
Look at
about
the
that.
but look at the name though. Do you think lasagna is good, Cam?
Shit, I like lasagna. I like lasagna. I ain't gonna turn down no pasta.
But if anybody watching though, if you guys enjoyed this interview, if you go to the YouTube channel and you go to playlists, you can obviously check out like the past episodes on Sundays. But I made a playlist recently of all the interview times. So if you really want to check out the interviews, we have Matt Moscona with ESPN Baton Rouge, who covers LSU and the Saints. Or if you want to check out an interview with a former NFL player, you can guys check out Todd McClure, former Atlanta Falcons Hall of Famer, Ring of Honor member.
Gotta do that. That he got that red jacket, bro.
You got that
He
red
different.
jacket.
He's
So,
different.
if you guys really like this kind of stuff, smash the like button because it lets us know you guys enjoy it. Because I like trying to reach out to some of these guys. Now, don't get me wrong. Let's say I've sent 100 messages. I've probably heard back from 5, but you miss all the shots you don't take. I've reached out to big names, big names, and I've reached out to decent names. You know what I mean? You just never know who you're going to get a response for. But I thought this was cool because we've seen the college level, we've seen the NFL level, and I'm like, man, we need a perspective from the high school level. And what better place than where we went?
Yeah. So I'm happy, man. So only thing else I got, man, is check out
The album
the new album coming
tomorrow.
out, man.
It's gonna
Organized Chaos, man.
Tammy Fresh.
Yes, sir, man. I'm on the 1s and 2s, man. So y'all check that out, man. Everywhere, Organized Chaos, man. Like I said, didn't play the intro right today, but that's all right. We wanted to really get into it. So, but y'all check out Organized Chaos, man. Wherever you get your music, it's gonna be there. Check it out, man. So we're gonna keep that going. And shoot, man, I ain't got nothing else. What about you?
Shout out to Coach Lewis for giving us his time, spent an hour on here. We're definitely going to continue to stay in contact with him. We'll do a vlog video down there soon. Don't know when. Have to make sure schedules match up, make sure everybody's set up like with a place to stay, and make sure we got stuff lined up. So we're definitely going to try to do that. But not just that. I mean, we could get players on here. We could talk to this person. We could talk to that person. But if you guys do like this kind of content, like the video, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. If you're on YouTube, subscribe and hit the bell notification. So every time we make a video, every time we make a post, you're the first person to get a notification. But also, like, we're not just there. We're on Facebook. We're on TikTok. We're on Instagram. We're on Twitch. We do game streams as well. Game streams, we do reaction streams. Also, if you like our Sunday shows, but you just want to hear the audio, Spotify, Apple, and Amazon as well. We're everywhere. Daily uploads, 365 days a year, 366 on a leap year.
I don't even know if that's this year.
I don't know either.
I don't know neither, man. Shoot, I lost track.
But hope you guys have enjoyed. It's really weird uploading like this in the middle of the week, but it was cool.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. It's fun, man. So, like I said, man, but we'll see y'all Sunday, same place, same time, man. We have a lot to talk about, man. So, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, man. So, like I said, off season is gonna be fun as well, but we'll get there when we get there. We still got some season left.
Mm-hmm.
So, but all right, y'all. Peace out.
Peace.